I have a question. Ryan, are you upset that Billy Gibbons didn't ask you to be the new bass player for ZZ Top? I mean, you're a Texan. You spent many years cultivating the look. Didn't they go and hire a tech named Elwood? Well, one of the Blues Brothers was named Elwood, so I guess it's acceptable. Still, I think you got snubbed, brother. Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
What were you about to do?
I was about to come at
You about to come at me?
Like a spider monkey.
Like a... Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From Arnie Music.
That's
Your
right.
favorite mom and pop guitar shop and music lesson studio. Deep in the heart of Texas. That's where we're at.
That's right.
And we're back for another episode of
Again.
Ask RNA.
Yes.
Let's answer some questions. Welcome back. It is episode 392.
That's a good number.
392. I like
Sounds
that.
good.
392 of Ask RNA,
Yes.
where Angela
That's me.
and I are going to
And
answer
you.
questions from people all over the world
All over the world.
about music and stuff and things.
Yes.
So, let's get to it. First question, concise,
Do it.
because stuff.
Thanks.
SG Holt.
Okay.
All dogs go to heaven. I use a Champ X2 all the time for at home. I have read the model. I have the head model in 12-inch
Okay.
Eminence speakers. Okay. Thanks, Ryan Angela. Oh, hey, when is Ryan going to sing a comment of the day? See you later.
Ooh, chat on.
Someday.
Someday.
Maybe. Not today because I'm losing my voice.
When he's all alone. Yeah.
We've both been having allergies or something.
Yeah.
I noticed it yesterday. My voice was starting to
Yeah.
fade a little bit.
Yeah, still got that
Yeah.
in my throat.
Even today, one of my students was like, you sound like you're kind of stuffed up. I'm like, yeah, a little bit.
Yep.
It was the Denver altitude messed me up.
And he brought it back to me.
I brought it back. I brought her the Denver altitude.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days, probably. I don't know when. Someday, you'll have to subscribe and click the bell to get all the notifications so you don't miss it when it does happen.
Sure.
So if you haven't, click the bell down below, subscribe.
Exactly.
If y'all don't know what, I think this is Steven, maybe. If you don't know what he's talking about, stay tuned, because there's going to be a song in the middle of this video. Let's go. Next question. Just fun guitar all the way from the United Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
I usually say England, but technically it's the United Kingdom, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Rockstar. Great show. I assume Malmsteen is saying not many musicians at his standards. Okay, we were talking about Yngwie.
Yes.
Yngwie.
Yes.
Talking about anybody can be a rock star, not anybody can be a musician. That was the quote last week, and I kind of disagree with Yngwie, but you know, whatever. We covered that last week. Go watch it if you haven't. Question: how much does a soul weigh? Number 2: what's your favorite kind of sausage?
Ooh.
And 3: how many customers come to you for instrument maintenance per year? So 3 questions from the UK. Just fun guitar. How much does a soul weigh? Do you know?
I think it is weightless and matterless. That's why it needs matter to
I feel like
conform it.
I've read this somewhere that
keep
they
it
say
here.
like they weighed people after they died and they were like 2 pounds lighter or something, or I don't know if I read that somewhere.
That's interesting. That
That
would
they
make
were like,
sense.
you know, someone's in the hospital, they're about to pass, and they're like,
I guess depends on how heavy their burdens were.
ooh,
Whoa.
you better lay them burdens down. I don't know. I have to go Google that. But I thought I read something somewhere about that. They were saying people weighed less. But I'm like, don't you lose bodily fluids too when you die? So maybe that's why you
Sometimes you gain bodily fluids. You start producing bodily fluids. Yeah.
Ooh.
And start swelling. Your body just starts to liquefy and starts to swell. So you actually physically you gain weight a lot of times, and I have to and drain you
Oh my god.
and then fill you back up.
I was
with
having
stuff.
a nice day.
Until then, that was nice.
Until you went all graphic
Let's talk
on me.
about sausage. Okay.
Second question. What's your
Great
favorite kind of
segue.
sausage, Angela?
Opa.
Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, no. Favorite sausage is the Opa sausage.
Opa.
Yes. OPA.
H? Is there an H?
I looked.
Okay.
I think maybe.
I don't remember. I thought there was
now
an A.
you're tricky. It's like you created like my own little Mandela effect. I don't know.
We'll look when we get home.
Yeah, I pronounce it like different to everybody. I was like, it's either OOPA, OPPA, OPA, Now I'm thinking OPAH. I don't know. It's called OPA.
I think it's the H. I think there's 4 letters.
Okay.
Anyways, so we've been doing this carnivore diet for, I forgot how many days now. It's well
like
over
110 or 112 or something like that.
100 and something days of carnivore. So we have, Angela likes, it's uncured, right?
Yeah.
What kind of sausage is it?
It's just beef sausage, but it has a pork casing. And it's a good, like, 6 to 7 ounces per sausage link. And it's just linked sausage, not cut, sliced, but the links are cut off at the end. So they're not, twisted on the end. But they still have the pinch on the ends from when they were in links.
Right.
But yeah, it's really good. I have to slice it, pierce the skin, because when I put it in the air fryer, that sucker is just like
Poppity pop.
A grease volcano biting into that thing. I've splattered Opa grease all over the place, even just cutting it without cutting it first. So it's really delicious. It's perfectly seasoned. It's not spicy, which I don't like that it's not spicy, because I love spicy. So I always add like a spicy mustard to dip it in, or a spicy guacamole to dip it in. But that is my favorite right now. How about you?
Yeah. I like breakfast sausage.
Yeah, you're more like a traditional sausage.
Yeah, like bacon and eggs and sausage, kind of, cut like the Jimmy Dean stuff, or like we had Whataburger sausage you can buy at the grocery store.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
It was. I kind of want some of your Opa sausage.
You would like it.
I'm like,
because it's very mild. It's not. It's just perfectly salty, seasoned. It's good. It's really good.
We'll have to cook some tonight. Yeah. I've been eating steak every single day.
Yeah.
I really want a steak right now, actually, for dinner.
Yeah.
But I think some sausage and steak. Steak and sausage.
Yeah, because it's already pre-cooked. I just like it heated up.
Right.
So you can cut it up and eat it like a summer sausage, or you can heat it, which I like to do. Yeah. There you go.
All right. Final question from Just Fun Guitar. How many customers come to you for instrument maintenance per year?
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know.
I think more like per week is
I
probably like 5.
Yeah.
4 to 5 people a week. So
4 to 5. What's 5 times
52?
52 is
270? 80. 280.
Maths. Somewhere between 200 and 300 per year. It's pretty common. There's a lot of, it's pretty often. Now, if you count like string changes into that, I think that qualifies as maintenance, because people are like, I don't know how to change my own strings, or like they want someone else to do it. And I'll usually, while I'm changing strings, I'll clean the fretboard. I'll buff the frets a little bit sometimes if they need it, and I'll adjust things. Right. Because I just can't not do that. Right. Even just for just a plain Jane string change. Right. Pretty often though. So we have, there's a lot of that actually. So yeah, I mean, for a little bitty mom and pop place in the middle of nowhere, East Texas, a fair amount actually. Yep. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, man. Next question. Matt Hodges725. Hey, RNA Good Show. #Rockstar. #KTMA. New question. Do your kids go to concerts? And what music are your kids into? Well, they're old enough. Yeah. They don't go to concerts regularly. I think the last concert Nicholas went to, Ryan took him, and it was Warefoot, I believe, or something. No, who was it? You took him to Tyler. We went to see Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup. And I think that was the last one he ever went to, because they don't think about that. That's not on their radar that they can go do now if they wanted to. They're still like working full time and saving money and like having a social life right now. They're trying to get that kind of balance. So once they realize that they can, because they have adult money, that they can go and do stuff like that. I was telling them, I was like, y'all know y'all can drive up to Tulsa and just go up there and hang out and eat and shop and go to Geek World and rent a hotel and just do your thing. Go to a movie in IMAX and do all that. Like, y'all can go do stuff like that. You don't have to ask us. Just tell us where you're going so we know if anything happens. I mean, maybe ask us if it's a good idea. Yeah. I mean, but still, I would love for them to say, hey, Aiden and I are going to, Yellowstone together. We're going to spend the week. I both got off work and we're both going to go over the week and camp out at Yellowstone. I mean, I would love for them to do something like that. But when it comes to concerts, that's just not on their radar. Nicholas listens to Alter Bridge. He listens to a lot of kind of rock, but it's more like nostalgia rock. He'll go back and listen to stuff that he grew up with that he just loves. POD. From POD to David Crowder and
That's David Crowder.
He does like some Alter Bridge.
Like Stephen Crowder? No, that is Alter Bridge. A lot of Alter Bridge, and he has a couple of other bands that he likes that you like.
Yeah, I wanted to this last spring because Alter Bridge came and played in Dallas with Wolfgang Van
Around
Halen.
our birthdays. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I would love to take Nicholas because Angela and I have seen Alter Bridge in person and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I would like to take Nicholas because he really does like them. Yeah. But it was on Aiden's birthday.
Right.
The day of Aiden's birthday. And we went to medieval times
like
in
last
Dallas.
time they were there, it was on my birthday. And I was like, we're not doing that again.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Angela got to see Alter Bridge on her birthday.
It was so great.
It was the greatest.
And, Aiden listens to movie soundtracks. He loves composed music. He loves video game soundtracks, especially very
like
string-driven.
Zelda.
Yes, he loves Legend of Zelda, but anything along those lines of other video games, even when it comes to modern music placed in like, was it not Modern Warfare, but it was one of those games, Fallout or something like that. They had very nostalgic
Fallout 4,
like 20s
kinda
or
like
30s
50s
music, 40s or 50s music, and he was just like, I like this song. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you like that.
He likes like 50s rockabilly stuff.
But it's because it's a soundtrack of a game. He's really into that. He loves composers and composing type stuff. He likes that. So that's what Aiden mostly listens to, mostly instrumental music.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boys, I mean, they're like two swings. It's so funny because Aiden's very dark looking, but he loves soft instrumental, classical music.
Cerebral
and Nicholas
music.
is very light looking, but he likes heavy, heavy metal type music, like harder stuff. It's just funny how
they're very distinct personalities.
They are,
for sure,
and I love it.
Yeah.
So here,
Nicholas is more likely to go with me to like a rock show.
Yeah.
And Aiden's like,
Aiden be like, I'm just
too
loud, too obnoxious. People are touching me. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah. If he could sit in a concert, he'd be happy.
Yeah.
But the whole
Yeah.
Nicholas
has been with me to see Warefoot a couple of times, and then we did that Bowling for Soup thing. And we didn't even stay for all of it because I was like, nah.
And he's seen Pillar, and he's yeah, he's gone to. Of course, Aiden we were all at Pillar, the Pillar concert in Tulsa.
Yeah. Aiden was a baby, so he doesn't remember. But
yeah.
Thanks for the question, Matt. It's funny. I always think about this. Like, if I were my dad, my life would be great. Because, like, when I was a teenager and a young man, it was like music was my obsession. And I'm like, guys, like, if my dad owned like a guitar store and a music shop and a lesson studio thing, I was like, I'd have been like, wow, all about it.
Right.
And they're not. Nicholas he would sit up at the desk for us a lot of times and answer the phone and ring people up and sell stuff while we were teaching. But they're not super into it.
Right.
They're both very talented musically.
Right.
They have a lot of natural aptitude, but they're not like obsessed like this guy is. So, but that's all right. They gotta do their thing, and they gotta find their happiness, and I'm all about that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Matt. All right. Next question. Jack Gilchrist. I have a question. Ryan, are you upset that Billy Gibbons didn't ask you to be the new bass player for ZZ Top? I mean, you're a Texan. You spent many years cultivating the look. Didn't they go and hire a tech named Elwood? Well, one of the Blues Brothers was named Elwood, so I guess it's acceptable. Still, I think you got snubbed, brother. I remember this because, like, last week we took a week off because I was in Denver helping Ike and Flipside and all the guys there, like, get all their stuff ready for their event. So we didn't film Ask RNA last week. But I remember telling Angel, there's a question about me and ZZ Top. And I was like, I would rather play guitar for me than play bass in ZZ Top. I mean, it's bass. I was like, nah, I'd rather play guitar in a ZZ Top cover band. I'd rather be Billy in the cover band than be the bass player in ZZ Top. And you said,
that's crazy.
Yeah, you did. You're like, I don't think you've thought this fully through, Ryan.
I don't think you're thinking. Because here's my thought process. How old is Billy?
Old.
So if you've established yourself as the bass player and people get used to you, you're like, oh, he looks like that guy. It's like almost like handing the torch off to the guy who looks like me and we share the same birthday.
We do have the same birthday, me and Billy.
And so once he passes on, it would be very natural to turn that over.
Who's going to carry the torch?
Yes, and then the tables would turn, and you would get to be the lead, and then you would be able to get another guy for that.
Once you introduce some logic into the situation, I was like, you know what?
I was like, dude, it'd be a professional. Why would you want to be a part-time guy when you can tour with the guy?
And they tour all the time.
I'll put a beard on. Put me some beard and sunglasses and a leather jacket, and I'll freaking play.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not upset about it because it was never a thing. Mm-hmm. Like it was never like an option. But in reality, were it actually an option, I'd be like, yes, please, because they get paid. I would be getting a raise.
But even that is just like the experience of a lifetime. I would
I was talking to
all day long.
The tech at Flipside. The tech at Flipside has met a lot of famous people, like like actors and musicians and stuff. So we were talking about that, and he said like he has a friend who has toured with Billy. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, and everybody's like, because we were talking about musicians and rock stars, actors, some who are mega huge douchebags, like horrible people, like, oh, Steve Martin is a horrible person. Oh, that sucks. Because he's met a lot of them, where he used to live in Santa Fe and a lot of films and things. But he said he has a close friend who's toured with Billy, and he said he's great. He's just the coolest guy. Like he's just cool. I'm like,
he seems that way.
He seems like it, but a lot of people seem cool, and they're douchebags.
Yeah. I think someone who is fun enough to guest star on Bones. Yeah. As, you know, someone's dad and give them away, like, and be like, yeah, I'd love to be on that show. Like, that's not his real daughter in real life. Like, hey, Dad, do me a solid. You're actually my famous dad. Can you play my famous dad on the show? You know, it's not like that. It was just literally, he must be a fan of the show and they got him on there or something like that. Like, did you hear Billy Gibbons loves our show? Let's get him on here. So
I think a producer for the show is a mega fan. Is like, I wonder if we could.
But then for him to do that for a fan.
For him to say, yeah.
To be able to do that, like, you don't see a lot of people. Cyndi Lauper's the same way. She's been on there. I think she's actually been on Bones. I think she was. She sang at their wedding. So yeah, I'd
do it if I been asked. Yeah,
I'd be like,
I would have done it.
Yes, you would.
You going? Yeah. But, yeah, it's funny when I was at the thing at Flipside. I met Don, who's a guy. He's in ZZ Top tribute band. ZZ Top tribute band in Denver. And Don's a great guy. And we were talking. We got to meet in person, which was awesome. Because he's giving me all kinds of tips and advice on the cover band stuff and specifically playing ZZ Top stuff, you know, authentically and right. So when we met in person, he's like, man, you do look like a young Billy Gibbons. I was like, oh, thanks. Like a 40-year-old Billy Gibbons.
Yeah.
But
He's 35 years older than you.
He's an elder statesman right now. So I'm in my prime. Billy's still going. Anyways, thank you for the question, Jack. That was funny. I appreciate it. And now it's time for comment of the day.
Dee-dee-doo-dee-you.
Comment of the day.
You took some back here.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
You make the comment.
Keep doing it.
Comment of the daytime. This is where we write a song on the spot, unprepared, unrehearsed for you good people. I was about to say you people. You people. What do you mean, you people? We're gonna write a song, and you guys write the lyrics. Hashtag you. Oh man, wow, I almost had a thought, but I didn't. So let's see. We should do something that's easy, toppy, but I always whatever chord I automatically gravitate to.
Okay,
that's the first chord.
Read these words because I don't have my
glasses.
My
glasses.
My glasses.
I'm starting with the C. We'll see where it goes after that.
James Gag 67791. I'm gonna start that over. Sorry, James.
change.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I hope that didn't overdrive the mic.
I hope it didn't either.
Comment of the day, song lyric. I think Yngve was thinking the way my wife, who's a singer, does. She says, everybody can't sing. Not everybody should perform.
True.
Yeah. I think I answered that. I was like, yes. However, if someone is not very good, but performing brings them a lot of joy, they should probably just do it.
Just do it.
And if people leave the room and they're just performing to an empty room, but they're still happy,
Yeah.
no harm, no foul.
That's what karaoke is for.
Yes, you're allowed to be horrible at karaoke. That's the whole point of it.
That's
right.
That's truth.
All right, comment of the day. All right.
Ta-da!
You cannot buy this shirt from us. You can get it from Buc-ee's. But if you would like an Arnie Music t-shirt, we have a link down below to our Teespring store. You can go get you an Arnie Music shirt down there. Quick commercial break. Not sponsored by us, but anyways. Get you a t-shirt if you want to.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, next question. J Van B231. Ahoy. I understand you may have visited TTG recently. I was wondering what your experience was like. Did you enjoy the guitars? I had to think for a minute. I was like, TTG?
Texas Toast.
The Tone Garage? I was completely like, I had to Google it for a second. I was like, what the? Oh, Texas Toast Guitars.
Yeah. I knew exactly what
you sure did. I was like, TTG. The Tone Garage? Is that a Gibson thing? It took me a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, I was actually in Denver this past weekend with the thing. Ike did take me by Texas Toast Guitars.
With the thing.
And do the stuff.
Lean it down. Get a drink.
And I did go to Texas Toast Guitars and was introduced to Matt and Chris. Now, I've never met them in person, but they know who I am. Like, I watched the YouTube channel for Texas Toast.
Right.
And they know about RNA music, But I got to meet them in person.
Yes.
Which was cool. Very cool guys. And the shop, I did a little shop tour. If you watched the vlog that went up this past weekend about the trip, you can watch me walk through Texas Toast Guitars. I might put it in here.
Yeah! Don't show all the ugly stuff. The ugly side of the shop.
Where's the ugly side?
What side is that?
All the sides,
where does that start?
It's up for you to decide.
Where does it end? Maybe it'll get here Monday or Tuesday or something.
So, track.
Today's episode.
So the button didn't work.
Andy.
Hola. What's going on?
Copy. Paste that. No record has track.
Yeah, in case you don't have to go watch the vlog now if you don't want to, but you should. But yeah, so we walked around the shop. We were there maybe an hour, I guess, just hanging out. And then they were like, hey, play this guitar. Hey, play this guitar. Hey, play this guitar. So they kept handing me guitars that were actually already like sold or somebody else's guitars. These are the guys, they built them. And we're finishing out the stuff. And so I played several, I think it's the Challenger is the one that I played, which is sort of single cut-ish. And yeah, they were nice.
Very cool.
And one of them particularly was really light. I was like, oh,
yeah,
I like this. Because, I'm dealing with some shoulder stuff right now, and I've had back issues in the past. And some days you're like, I want a really light guitar. Some days you want a big 10-pound Les Paul, and some days you're like, maybe not today.
Maybe not.
So I played several of the Texas Toast guitars, and I was gotta say, they're great. I mean, they were really cool. I was like, oh, kind of like this. Dang it, kind of like this. But it was fun, and the guys were super nice, and it was cool. And I would love to go take the class.
Yeah.
But it's like a week-long, 7-day thing. I'm like,
We have those spots sometimes
Yeah.
open. You just have to plan it right.
You have to plan it like when I actually have a break from
Yeah.
teaching and have the time, and they're doing a class at that time.
Right.
That would be fun though.
That'd be really cool.
I would really enjoy that. I have to take a month off of work or something.
That'd be cool.
2 weeks.
We could do that.
That would be nice. It was really great. It was awesome. It was really cool to meet them in person. It's always funny. You see people digitally via YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or whatever.
Right.
And then you meet in person. It's like, oh, wow, you're a human.
Yeah.
Mostly. You're pretty much human.
I'm half cyborg.
I assure you, I am not a cyborg. Oh my gosh, are you a cyborg? No, it was cool. You know, it was really neat to meet people in person that I'd only seen, you know, online.
Yeah. It's always nice to have that human connection. So,
That's always weird too, because you never know, like, oh, I thought you were bigger, or like, I thought you were smaller. It's
right.
like, you know, like, oh wow. So it's funny seeing in pictures. Like, I'm so used to being the short guy
at home.
in my house
Right.
amongst my ginormous sons.
Right.
I always feel like I used to think I was kind of big or tall. I guess not. And then I go meet people like, oh, I actually am. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of. I'm slightly above average.
Right.
Our sons are just
Abnormally
ridiculously above average.
Right.
Ginormous guys. So
tall. Yeah.
it was super great. Yeah, I had a really good time being there. It was a lot of work. Like, I worked probably harder than I do at R&E Music.
Yeah.
R&E Music's mostly sitting here and teaching a lot, and I think, you know, occasionally selling strings and
Yeah.
doing stuff with guitars and things. But there it was like just
Going on,
moving
going.
stuff. They're just always
Rocking
busy.
and rolling.
So it was fun to take a vacation from a guitar store to go work in another guitar store for free, just to help out my buddies. But it was
So
wonderful.
the end result was awesome.
It was great. It was super awesome. So
Yeah.
all right, thank you, Jim. The final question. This couldn't be more appropriate, right? It says, Mike Whitfield, any idea when CMG might offer an SG style or an offset guitar? You all right?
Oh my lord.
Oh, so he asked this question like a little while, like several days ago, a little while back. Literally yesterday, Chris announced the double cut Ashley guitar,
Nice.
which is more like kind of like a Les Paul Jr. Double cutaway-ish guitar. They've been working on it for a while, and he's told me about it a while back. Hey, we're going to be launching it soon. And then I remembered we actually had them build one. We actually had a double cut Ashley built a while back for Art.
Oh yeah.
Art, our
Okay,
friend
I was
Art,
like,
who's
I have
bought
no idea what you're talking about.
Art.
But now I do.
Art has bought several
Now I do.
CMGs from me and an Acacia. And
Hair's
a
getting
while
hot.
back, they built a double cutaway.
Yeah.
And maybe, but these are a little bit more traditional. Like the one they showed, I'll show pictures.
Pictures.
The one they just kind of put out on the media stuff is more like, you know, P90s. Now you can get whatever you want to in it. P90s or humbuckers or whatever. But yeah, they just came out with that. And they've got, I think they do have another one coming. I don't know. I don't think it's an offset, but
Okay.
I'm not sure. But yeah, but literally yesterday, you know, he actually got on Instagram and Facebook, Chris
Mike's
Mitchell.
a wizard.
Yeah. Chris he's never on top of the social media stuff. I'm like, Chris, why is there not a CMG Instagram account? There's a Plaid Dot account, which is Chris's store in Georgia,
Right, which
Plaid
is
Dot
awesome.
Music. Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah.
they never put stuff up on the, you know, they don't really need to though, because
Right. Because they're still rocking and rolling.
they're rocking and rolling, and there's still a waiting list if you want a CMG, or a
Right.
waiting list if you want a Devil Cat amp. So they're like
Right.
as busy as they can handle. It's kind of like us.
Yeah.
We don't
You can
actually
only have so many students.
we don't actually advertise in our local community for like students and lessons and things, because we're
It's
like,
really word of mouth, honestly.
we don't have to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to run Facebook ads or Google ads to get students because, well, we couldn't take, if I couldn't sign them all up.
Right.
We run at like 90% capacity or higher most of the time. So anyways, they do have a new one they just released yesterday. And there is some Devil Cat stuff coming soon that I'm excited about. I don't know if I can say anything because I don't know.
Yeah.
They're looking for a fabricator because
Leave them
Okay.
hanging.
I'll leave you hanging.
Yeah.
But the new Devil Cat thing that is coming, we will be getting some of them. So just so you know. And that was the final question. All right.
There you go.
Concise. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. Go watch my vlog
Yep.
the travel vlog. If you haven't watched it, I think it's titled I traveled 849 miles for a guitar or something like that.
Okay.
So I thought that would be funny.
Yep.
I mean, it was an hour and a half flight. It's not like it was a bad 850 miles. But go watch that vlog if you want. If you watch this video all the way through, the entire thing, it's time for comment of the day. No, comment of the day.
Nope.
Secret hashtag. See, I'm out of practice. Secret hashtag of the day. Only if you watch the whole thing. Don't be a cheater. Don't be a liar. Don't be like, a congressman and lie about it. If you watch the whole thing, type this hashtag down below with your comment or your question for next week or just by itself, and we'll know that you are in an elite group of R&A music family. Not the cousins we don't want to talk to, but you're like the good family. It's going to be hashtag... What, you said it earlier, I forgot.
I don't know.
You're like, oh, that's a good one. We should use it.
I think they'll probably use it from that moment.
Yeah, well, what is it?
Hashtag
Write the lyrics.
people.
Hashtag. Hashtag Opa.
Yeah.
Hashtag Opa. And we'll know that you watched this whole thing in video.
Hashtag sausage.
Hashtag sausage. Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean.
My gosh.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in the next video. Put that hashtag down there. Ask a question for next week, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
And you need the music.
And we need to keep it alive for the next generation.
That's right.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. Really not that hungry.
Howdy, y'all. I kind of want that sausage, though.
No, you should cook it.
I'm still hungry after the sausage. I'll have
That
a steak,
sounds like a good plan.
maybe. All right.